Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Faster Tadpoles. I just pulled the biggest prank on you in my life. Y'all thought that we weren't coming back for a week. That was just a little bit of a joke. I made that little video just to literally lead you guys on. That
idiot.
Yeah, get fucking smoked. Get. Have a fuck. Have one single fuck.
April Fools.
April Fools in
Nerd.
September.
Yeah,
you know.
Didn't see that one coming, did ya?
Or did you see it coming and we just weren't sure that
you
knew
or
you
you
were
just
onto
a
us?
massive, like 8D chess.
Welcome back, as we're doing it again today. The duo, the two pairs, the two little devilly boys here.
The dynamic Dublo.
The Faster Taddy Daddies. Drake, how you been, brother?
Been all right. Today was a day, but other than that, I've been all right.
Yeah, Drake had one of those days, everyone, where you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked. Everybody sucks. You don't know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. Yeah, 100%. That was Drake's day today, dude. No human contact, and Drake's gonna make your life a rap. Your life is on contract. And literally, besides me, your best bet is to stay away.
Even him, because it's one of those days.
Oh, yeah. So Drake had one of those days. Unfortunately, he probably broke his foot as well. We're not gonna show his Schmiegel feet on cam, but
yeah, no feet on camera.
It's very purple, very fucked up. Unfortunately,
pretty
but
cool
yeah. It looks like when like a crater has impacted the earth and just everything else is around it is all just obliterated. So Drake's checking to make sure. See how paranoid he is, ladies and gentlemen? Like literally waiting for a break-in. He is the one person who will never get broken into in his house, and he's always gonna fucking be ready. Dude.
I'll be ready though.
It's a he's the doomsday prepper.
I have my one thing open so I can see because I just did grilling on my grill. Grilling on my grill. What else would you do on a grill? I guess you can grill on a stove too. I don't know.
This is true. Or
griddle. So yeah, I did grilling on my grill, charcoal grill, and it's finished off, but the embers are still going strong. I don't have any more meat to cook on it, or else I'd be slapping more hogs down on that thing.
That's seared.
So I'm just looking at it just to make sure that it hasn't and caught my entire porch outside on fire.
So he's being a responsible adult, ladies and gentlemen.
Unfortunately.
So,
actually, I might be able to. Oh yeah, nice. I can look right there.
There you go. Perfect. He can see you out the window. So, yeah. So we're back with another podcast today, with just the two of us. We're gonna do an interview for Drake now.
The two of us. Building castles in the sky. Oh, we both have two different parts of the song.
Oh man,
that's all right. Well, not the two of us anymore. I'll see you later, dude.
It's just the two of us. Yeah. And we're back to a solo podcast like the previous one.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone has had a good week. We're gonna do an interview podcast this week with Drake. I've already done mine previously, and so we're gonna do Drake now. We got some funny questions, some interesting ones as well. But I just want to ask you, Drake, one question, just because I really want to touch on this topic because it's so fresh in everyone's mind. What do you think of the Mexican aliens that they released out with that big hole? Do you think it's just a wash? Do you think it's because no one's really mentioned anything about it? Like no one's making any.
Fake news.
It's fake news completely. You think?
Fake news completely. They already came out. The dude already come out and did this once before. And it was found that the alien body that he tried releasing once before was fake. It was a combination of human and rabbit bones. Don't ask me. I guess it was never investigated where you got the human bones from to make it.
Yeah,
but
that
was my question after I read the story. But fuck me, I guess.
So that's why the world's not making a big stink about this.
Well, no, that's not the reason why. So he did that once before, but the reason why the world's not making a big stink about this is because he's released the exact same mummified corpses back in 2001, and they were proven to be not real.
Oh, okay.
So he's trying to do it again, but taking it to like the government this time, even though it's already been shown. Like the exact pictures, the exact mummified bodies, the exact like caskets that he has them in to a T. Even some of the same photos that were used in the photos of the Congress were ones that he had
2001.
already done in 2001. Yeah,
See, and that's interesting because he did really do a good job. Those things are fucking weird. Like they're a weird.
they look
It's a
they look
weird
weird for
creature.
sure.
But the fact that it's fake, man, that's disappointing. So Drake, I think we'll start off with why don't you just tell us about what you do, what your job is, what your aspirations are. Just tell us a little bit about why you're such an asshole.
I mean, things just come up in my dome. Somebody says something, and it just by the way
Yeah,
my mind works is it's like I have things alphabetized, but those things that are alphabetized are next to things that correlate as well. So somebody says something, you can say alligator, and I'll shoot down to air frying or something, just because it started with A and multiple syllables. I don't know. So you say something silly to me, and I can say something silly back pretty quick. That's just that, and it just usually comes out to being an asshole because that's just the most fun to be. You know. Um, but other than that, what I do for work is I am a facilities director at a water treatment facility. Um, I pretty much manage the back end of the company, so I order parts, equipment, things like that that's needed. Um, we have it's called a deionization tank department, which has what those are basically creates deionized water by running water through a chemically charged resin. That resin is charged either a positive or a negative charge, and as the positive or negatively charged molecules that's attached in the water molecules run through this resin, the resin pulls it apart, um, and the water molecules rebuild again to purify the water. There's different quality levels of like water purification. On that level, there's like standard water, purified water, highly purified water, super purified water, and then ultra purified water. I've worked with companies that have requested all. We have companies that are food test products that do testing with our water, use it for like testing quality of their food. We have military projects I can't really talk about, but they use that our water for military grade aspects. We have um, um, hospitals and whatnot use our water for sterilization in of the utensils if they need to and whatnot because they know that our water can clean off anything that's on their utensils if they need to reuse or not, anything like that. We have them for chemical washing facilities as well, and then also like metallurgical and tool and die companies use that water. So it's a pretty big booming industry, this deionization. Um, and this leads into the other aspect where I focus on mostly, besides that one, would be drinking water. We actually bottle water at our facility as well, and I head the bottled water department. I have there's a guy that works with me. He's our operator. He operates the machine, sends 5 gallon jugs of bottles through that go on top of a cooler. He sends those through. They go through a giant machine, get cleaned up, filled in with our specialized water that has like a ton of different purification methods and then remineralization as well to go back and do it. So it really gives you the best taste and quality water that I think a lot of other people, Culligan as well, thinks that it's just really good. Culligan's the company I work for. Um, um, so it's a
yeah.
lot to it, a lot to it.
It's a pretty
I can
popular
go on
company.
for
You
hours.
guys, they're all over the nation.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Well, they're international, which is really nice.
their method, honestly, to me, is second to none. I find I find that water to be honestly some of the best tasting water I've ever had. It gives you that flavor that Drake said, that mineral flavor that you enjoy, that little hint of saltiness, but also at the same time it quenches your thirst completely. Like you feel like you've drinking water. Like when you have like a Dasani and it kind of leaves you with that thirsty feeling afterwards. Like it just kind of feels like shitty.
Yeah.
Like when you have that water, that water there, it is just fantastic. It is so tasty. Drake, tell me
Yes,
what.
the closest thing I can say to our water, if you ever want to just see what our water instead of what it tastes like, is Smart Water, Coca-Cola's Smart Water or Pepsi's Life Water. That's what our water tastes like. A very, very, very similar process and similar minerals re-added back to a very similar degree as well when we measure the mineral that's left over in the water. So very,
And
very similar. And
and
if you're gonna drink any water from a store, make sure it's those. You stay away
yeah,
from
yeah.
all the other ones, Life Water,
Smart,
Smart Water, unless you
smart
want
water is
something
fantastic.
super natural. But you don't need that. You
I
probably
find
don't need.
Smart Water, and Evian are the only two that I usually stick to. Evian's a super bougie one, and that's literally a natural spring right out of France. Like it's a
Yeah,
beautiful taste. It's a really good tasting water for me. Evian's good, but then I am a huge fan of your water as well. And Smart Water. Smart Water is my road trip water. I always have a Smart Water with me when I'm on a road trip. The flavor is just fantastic, and yeah, same thing. It makes you feel quenched up.
definitely. Yeah,
So,
we can go in one day, one of these days. We can maybe do an episode where it's like
ooh, a
all
blind
about
water
water,
test. We should
a
do a
water
blind water
episode.
test with each
That'd
other.
be neat. A blind water test would be kind of
A
cool.
blind
And then
water test.
we can talk about like the misconceptions of water as well, because believe it or not, there are a lot of misconceptions in water. A lot of people think that, oh, if I drink this, it's better for me, or if I don't drink this, it's better for me, or if the water needs to have this in it, where it honestly doesn't, or I've been told I can drink this water when you really shouldn't be drinking that water.
Yeah. So
It's not just water's not water. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it.
what we should do honestly is we should get five, maybe four or five of the same glasses, and we all buy the equal waters, and we all try those waters because I'd be interested not only to know if we can identify the flavor, but if yours tastes a little bit different than mine. I mean, obviously our taste buds are going to have kind of around the same feeling, but I would just wonder if because of the distance that we have between us, if mine is bottled from a different area. You know what I'm saying?
It could be. It could be. We'd have to purchase the same brands.
That's what I'm
Um,
saying. Yeah,
and
that's what we will
see,
do.
but they, so they most locations like Dasani, Smartwater, Life Water, Aquafina, those don't have a whole ton of bottling locations. They're pretty much made in, I think it was like 3 or 4 spots around the U.S. and just sent out.
Yeah.
Obviously the spots they make them
And
in is huge,
I'm pretty
but
sure Dasani is just the water that Coca-Cola uses for their pop, and then they just put it into bottles. I'm pretty sure that's what I was told. Is that Dasani
yeah,
is literally just
I,
Pepsi's water that they use to carbonate and to add their stuff to. I think it's literally I from what I heard, it's just that in bottled form, and they realized that they could sell it and make some extra money off of it.
yeah. Which I mean, I haven't 100% looked that up, so I can't say for sure if that's what that is, but I believe I've heard that as well, and
I mean, think about how cost effective that would be. It would make so
right,
much
to save
sense
a
to
ton of
them.
money. So what they do when they make their syrup goes into a big vat where it's kind of like a liquid, and you gotta basically heat up the syrup, you know, steam away the excess water that's in it, so it actually becomes from a liquid down to a syrup, and then you save that syrup, but you have all that water steam that's being collected and sent down somewhere else. Well, it's pure water. It's good water to go. So might as well send that right into a bottle and sell it to somebody else. So now your waste becomes a product as well that you can sell. So you're making money on the same product twice.
And here's the gross thing about that is that all that they pay for is the cents that a bottle would make. Okay, I just looked it up, Drake. Dasani
Mhm.
is the leading brand in
Yeah, it's
2022
got
of
like
sales.
26% of the market value.
3.7 billion last year
Yeah.
in just bottled water. Think about how much it cost, dude. That profit margin is fucking here to here.
Yep.
Literally 2 cents to make each water bottle, and you're selling it for fucking 3.96, and it's just what you use
Yeah.
anyways for pop.
Yep. And water is
That's
becoming big too.
insane,
It's
dude.
actually a huge push. It's actually gone. It's Water's been going up by about 3 to 5% every single year since 2018.
Well, it's
And
gonna be. I mean, do you think about how
I
much
mean,
more
pretty
rare?
soon, like people aren't gonna be like pushing to drink, oh, this type of soda or this type of this. It's gonna become like, oh, drink this sparkling water, and then eventually
Yeah,
which it's already that now, drink this sparkling water, and then it's gonna become the just drink water. Eventually.
these miracle tonics.
Yeah.
Each one's gonna have their own thing that's gonna help you somehow, like vitamin C, vitamin
I mean,
D.
we already see that with water, where it's like, oh, this is alkaline water, and it's
Yeah,
got a pH of 9.5 to help regulate your body's balance. Um, like you don't need that.
Yeah.
Unless you have acid reflux, you don't need to be drinking
Yeah.
that. Your body regulates its pH balance already. If your blood's pH is a different it, your body's blood can only be within zero point 0.2 pH difference from where it's naturally at. And if it goes any higher, any lower than that zero point 0.2 variance, then that's a very large problem that you need to go to hospital for because you're going to either perform, I think it's called hematosis or hemoglobin. No, that's not right. Um,
It'd be hematosis would be the
yeah, so you bleed super easy, or your body might end up rejecting your blood altogether. Um, just not good stuff, you know. So your body
so
regulates that shit like fucking right on,
yeah.
you know. And you
So
also don't want to you also don't want to neutralize your stomach acid because if you drink too much 9.5 pH, your stomach acid being at 6, that's going to neutralize pretty easily. That's going to make an inhospitable um, living area for the specialized gut bacteria, biome bacteria inside your gut to help actually break down foods and other things properly for you. Um, so you're doing yourself a disservice there, you know. So just all around, stay away. Usually stay away from 9.5. I mean, it's not going to hurt you every now and then, but most of the foods you're going to eat is acidic because your stomach acid is acidic and that's what you want, you know.
okay. So I hope we made you all thirsty. Drake, I have my first question for you, Mr. Drake.
Nice. What
My
do you
first
drink?
question for you is
Okay.
what happened on your worst date ever?
My worst date ever?
Yep. What happened on the worst date you've ever had?
Worst date I've ever had. Texting for like 2 weeks. Yeah, texting for like 2 weeks. Couple phone calls here throughout the week as well, like maybe three of them. You know, hey, she engages. She starts it. Hey, would you like to actually meet up for dinner one time? Yeah, sure, I'd love to. That would be fantastic. Okay, perfect. Let's meet up at this time. Where do you want to go? I was like, okay, let's go here. She's like, oh, perfect. I love that restaurant. Excellent. Sounds good to me. We text continually up until that day comes, continually all day to about 2 hours before. I get home from work, get ready, blah blah blah, and go out there. Text her, hey, I'm on my way there. Got nothing back. Get there. Text her, hey, I'm here.
Oh
Nothing.
man, that
Then an
sucks.
hour later, I got nothing. I'm sitting in my car, so I just go in and
Oh
eat my
dude.
food, leave the restaurant. 4 hours later, she's like, oh, my bad. I completely forgot.
Yeah, that's a way to turn that off so quickly.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay,
way
sounds
to turn that. Yeah, you're done
good.
after that. Like that's not
Yep.
that's not. No one's coming back
Yeah,
from
I
that. You're
wasn't
done.
I wasn't yeah, I wasn't too happy and then no, I was like, yeah, that's it.
Yep, I can
You
understand
know.
why. I would 100% turn that off too, dude. All right, Drake. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is gray.
Are we not surprised, ladies and gentlemen? We know his
Gray.
attitude. Gray is also a really cool color. It blends in really well. It's more of one of those neutral, natural colors that you see in the environment a lot. You see a lot more of grays than you do blues in the environment, like natural environment, like the woods and you know what I mean. Like you see a lot of
Blue is a super hard color to actually um produce. Like there's not a lot of stuff in the wild like flowers, butterflies, those things. They're
yeah,
not actually blue. They're
yep,
using a trick to look blue. It's really cool phenomenon. But yeah, blue is actually super difficult. Then also the like, really cool thing is um, humans. Blue is the very last color that they've learned that we learned to see and differentiate from every other color. So the what we've seen growing on from like the different types of hominids up to like hunters and gatherers to even Roman times and whatnot all the way up and through that we've seen that a progression of color usage as well as depictions of color like wording linguistics of color have
yeah,
sprung up
yeah,
and the different languages it's all come about the same way whereas initially there was first black and white then red then it was um, yellow then green, and then blue. And the coolest thing is um, if you go back, you can even ask like um, tribe people from like in Africa or Malaysia, the like South Asia, South America, anything like that, and you show them a picture of green and a picture of blue, and you ask them to differentiate which one is which, they'll tell you they both look green.
How cool is that, man? How
Right? Isn't
cool
that
is that?
crazy? So like color color subjective, which is totally
Yeah.
cool, and I personally think color is a um, social construct.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah,
Neat little
it's
fact for you.
okay. Next question for you, Drake.
Yeah.
What's something that you think everyone should try at least once?
Everyone should try at least once. Fasting.
Hmm.
I think, everybody should try at least a 3-month fast at least once. Try it out. See how you do.
3 months consistently, or 3 months just intermittently?
Just for 3 months and then done intermittent fasting for 3 months.
Okay.
Don't not eat for 3 months. That's not going to be very good for you though. But intermittent fasting for
I'd
three
probably
months.
I'd survive probably. uh, that's pretty funny. Okay, Drake. If you could choose one food to have for the rest of your life, you can only eat that food. What are you taking?
um, One food for the rest of my life. Chicken and dumpling soup.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I was not going there. I was not going that route with him. I'm not gonna lie.
Chicken and dumpling soup, I think, for me. Tons of different flavors in that. I get to have all the different kinds of consistencies of meals as well, and everybody sort of makes it somewhat differently too. So if I go to different places and get, even though it's the same item, it's the same food,
Okay,
it's
I
it
can understand that.
how they make it. So I can able to get
That's
I can
very
able I
good. That's a
am able
very
to
good
get
answer.
some variation in what I order.
Very good answer. All right, next question. Um, what's an unusual unusual characteristics do you find attractive in a person?
Unusual characteristics.
Yeah, what do you find attractive in a person that generally the general populace wouldn't find?
The general populace wouldn't find. I don't know. Like, see, that's a weird question because I feel like the general populace like constantly changes, especially nowadays with the internet and whatnot. I feel like what's attractive is like going a lot.
All right, I'll reword. I'll ask you another
You know what I
question
mean?
here.
Like
What's your biggest deal breaker in a relationship?
biggest deal breaker in a relationship.
Yep.
Um,
What happens and you're like, nope, that's yep, that's good night time. You know?
um, I think it would be um unorganized.
Really?
Yeah, I think if
You like
somebody's
someone you like someone with their
unorganized,
act together.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay.
like I'll take some. There's not really a whole lot that I don't that I find not attractive or isn't good.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Okay. All right. What's something that you've never been able to do well?
Something I've never been able to do well.
Yeah.
Uh, Never been able to do well. That's a difficult one, man. Math, math, not
Okay.
geometry or trig, but like calculus and algebra. It takes me a long time to really get the hang of that.
Interesting.
I think I got it
Okay.
now, but it took me quite a long time. I didn't get it in high school, that's for sure, and college I didn't get it there either. So
If you could talk to one species of animal, what's the species you want to talk to?
talk to one species of animal.
Yeah.
Who would be the coolest animal to talk to? I mean, you could say like a dog or a cat because that's probably what you would run into the most, you know? maybe.
I would want it to be something that could benefit me. So like for me
Right?
personally, it'd be bears. I'd be like, yo, bro, like yo, what up, guys? Like I'm cool. You know I'm cool. I'm right here talking to you. Like you guys eat your fish. But listen, if that guy comes over near me, if this guy over here threatens me, I want you guys to fuck him up. Like that's what you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
that's I
Yeah,
want to be
yeah,
able to
yeah.
have that
That's
command
sort of
for those.
that's sort of what I was thinking as well. But I mean, like
Yeah.
at the same time, like you're not commanding the animal. You could just talk to it. So like you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm cool with you, dude," and the animal's like, "I don't know though. I don't know you." I'm like, "But bro, trust me. I'm talking to you right now. I'm chilling." The animal's like, "Dude, I don't know you, homie." And goes up and just starts fucking you up.
No, I don't know. I think bears would be pretty keen
Um,
to be
I-
like
would they, bro?
I don't know. I think they would be. I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" They'd be like, "Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what up, dog?" And then we'd be all just kind of chilling, and then, you know what I mean?
I think maybe snakes. Snake would be
Thanks,
fucking
huh?
cool to talk
Dude, that'd
to.
be so
Yeah.
annoying though. Like, like by like my that the back there with in the back of the trailer park. Like, like there's a million snakes there. You'd be trying to talk to, they'd be all talking over each other, fucking pissing you off. Like, you'd be trying to hear one at the whole crowd speaking at one time.
Right.
Shut up.
Imagine though, dude. So like, if
uh,
your thing, like you said, you want a bear to be able to go and fight somebody. Like, imagine what if I just said like, "Hey, snake homies, I told you I wear tons of mices and shit all the time. I bring you shit all the time. You guys got my back. There's a dude coming down this road right now. I need like 300 of you just to go fuck this guy up."
yeah.
Imagine stepping out of your car and going to fight me, and all of a sudden 300 snakes just come up behind me and just start going towards you. What would be more scary?
Bears, dude. I'm sorry. For me, it's
Really?
bears. Yeah, dude. The snakes don't do it for me. That'd be fine. I'd be fucking stomping on them, fucking jammering on them all,
That's
just
a,
lighting them
yeah.
up.
I have hundreds of them though, dude. The hundreds are gonna
Hey,
start
dude, I
crawling
go
up
down
your
swinging.
legs.
It's better than
Start,
getting eaten by 30 snakes is a lot better than
dude,
getting killed,
that's
getting
gonna
mauled by a
that's gonna
bear,
hurt,
dude.
bro. Because the bear has a chance to one shot you. The snakes
Ah,
never
dude,
will.
I don't care. It doesn't
It's gonna
matter,
be
dude. I don't
painful.
feel like getting my literal flesh ripped off like a bag of chips. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want my flesh getting ripped open.
What if I get an anaconda to come hang out? He can just crush you to death.
I mean, my anaconda don't want none unless that thing's got buns, son.
Yeah, maybe. But
All right, next question, there, Drake.
I changed my answer
Um,
too. Komodo dragons. I'd talk to the Komodo dragons because they're cool
okay,
as
that'd be
fuck.
cool. That'd be
Maybe
cool. That'd be good. That'd be good. I just had one here. Where did I have it? Oh, what's your favorite smell? What when Drake smells something and he
Vanilla.
smells it, he's like, what is that?
Vanilla.
Okay, that's
Or
a very good
strawberry.
answer. That's a very good
Vanilla or
answer.
strawberry. Both 100%. I really enjoy both of those smells. Delicious smelling.
If you were to fail a driver's test, Drake, which part would you be failing at? I know the answer
Um,
for you.
Probably the written part.
Okay. I was gonna say you keeping it under the or keeping it at the speed limit. You'd be fucking.
No, because I mean, I'd know they'd be watching my speed limit, so I can like easily maintain it. I
Yeah.
can parallel park like a fucking champ. I'm good at all that jazz, but unless they want to throw in some crazy question, I think I also did fail the written exam my first time taking my license, and I passed it the second time, but I've passed the driving part both times super quick. So
Okay. All right, Drake. What is the sexiest name you've ever heard? When you hear that name, you get all you get all
this
queasy
is
thighs.
this is might surprise you on some people here. Um, Claire. I really like the name Claire a lot. I really like that name. Yep. I don't know if it's like the
uh,
sexiest name, but like Claire, I just like Claire.
I just immediately that I pair Claire in the same grouping as a Karen. So like when I hear of a Claire
What?
dude, she's talking to the
No
manager,
way.
dude. Yeah,
No
when you
way.
hear Claire,
Claire?
like
No.
yeah, dude,
You
you hear
barely meet any Claires,
she's
dude.
asking for the manager, dude.
There's barely any Claires. What about Claudette?
Uh,
What do you think about that name?
Claudette's nice. Yeah, it's a little French, a little exotic. You know what I mean? Like
Right?
ooh, Claudette. You know what I mean? Like it's
Claudette's a good one. I also like Victoria as well, really. I like a lot.
okay. Now, who was ever your first crush?
Who was my first crush?
Yeah, who were you just like that good crush too? Not like a
My very first crush. I still remember my very first crush. I know her name. I have no idea what she looks like now, but I still remember her name because she scarred me. This was back in like fourth grade too.
Fuck. Here we go. Let's hear some childhood trauma, Drake. Roll the
So,
tape.
so there's this girl I had a big crush on, and I remember asking my mom, there's a girl I can't stop looking at, and I just want to talk to her a bunch. She's like, "Oh, you have a crush on her, Drake." And I was like, "Oh, I like what's that?" She's like, "Well, that's when you like somebody. That's when you think somebody's really pretty. So you just want to talk to them and be around them and stuff." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I started talking to her a little bit more, blah blah blah. And as a kid, I'm not like I don't know, I'm gonna fucking rizz this girl up, whatever. Like I'm just as a kid, just talking to her, like, "Oh hi,
Yeah.
like do you want to play fucking Transformers or something?" Yeah, I'm a guy, so. Um, we played Digimon. That's what I did back in the day. My Digimon character is Transmithomon too, and I used to fight Demonmon and Masquerade Man.
And are we,
Masquerade Mon a
ladies
lot.
and gentlemen, are you already surprised why she left?
Well, I got her a Beanie Baby, and it's a Beanie Baby I still
Classic.
have because
To
it
fucking
was
remind you.
it was my birthday,
To
and
fucking remind you of
it
the
was right
trauma.
right as a bear, and his bear's name was Sequoia, the Beanie Baby, and it was my birthday, and I gave it to her, and I said, "Here, I really want you to have this." Her name was Crystal Lee, and she said, "No thanks," and threw it on the ground and walked away.
Oh man, into that.
It boom,
Yeah.
tore my heart out
Yeah.
as a little fucking little idiot kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, which did you ever have a crush like more towards like your teenage years that you were just like couldn't stop thinking about her, like it was like a serious hardcore like want to actually date crush? Like have you ever had like what was your first ever one of
Yeah,
those?
yeah, 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 yeah. This was like more towards the end of middle school. There was a girl I had a big crush on. I was super awkward because I don't know, I was an idiot back then, and her name was
Weren't we all,
Jessie.
dude?
Right? Her name was Jessie, and she had a boyfriend who was actually in my class. I didn't realize they were, but I kind of knew they were, but I didn't realize they were. So, anyways, I wrote her a love letter and gave it to her. And I didn't really mean to give it to her. I left it out and had her name on it, and she picked it up and looked at it because it had her name on it and read it. And obviously,
Oh
she told her boyfriend Matt,
no.
and Jesse told her boyfriend Matt, and then Matt came up and like talked to me a little bit, not like mad at me, but like, so you kind of got a crush on my girlfriend, huh? And I was like, yeah, dude, I didn't really mean to have that, find that. He's like, that's fine, like, don't try anything though. It's my girlfriend, she's my girlfriend. I was like, I'm not gonna do it,
Just fucking
dude.
holding the knife, dude. Don't
Yeah, yeah,
fucking
right.
try anything, dude.
So
All
he's like,
casual.
yeah, yeah, that was something else. That was
That's wild.
embarrassing and embarrassing.
All right,
Saying
Drake.
embarrassing again right
What
now.
Drake? What's the most hilarious fact you know?
The most hilarious fact I know?
Yep, yep.
I don't know what like a hilarious fact. Um, all my facts are cool, neat facts, because I think that's what's cool, neat. A hilarious fact? Oh, this is really funny. If you hit your humerus bone, it's actually not funny. It's just, it's your humerus bone, so that's why it's
Wow,
called the funny
dude.
bone.
That is a Sahara Desert of a joke. Wow.
I don't know, man. I don't really have any hilarious or funny facts.
Okay. Next question then. Are you banned from anywhere currently?
No, Australia. No, I'm kidding.
Piggybacking off of banning, have you ever been arrested, Drake?
um, technically, yeah, not like booked or brought in the jail or anything, but yeah, I was placed in cuffs, put in the back of a police car, driven 5 minutes down the road, and then got out and let out and was released. I
Okay.
used to skateboard a lot, and I used to break into private property to skateboard the private property. So,
I was cuffed and put in the back of a cop car one time. One time, and that was it. And then I was released. Same thing. Never went any further than that. Just more of a miscommunication error on the cop's part, but it was all good. Um, all-time celebrity crush, Drake. Who you just who have you actually winked it to in Hollywood?
Um, all-time crush. I've actually never wanked to her, but I think she's definitely the girl. If I just met random in the street, I would try everything I could
Who is it?
to give her my phone number. Uh, it, um, Amelia Clarkson.
Amelia Clarkson.
Uh, yeah. I probably even said her name wrong because I'm an idiot. She played Daenerys in Game of Thrones.
That's your that's your celebrity crush?
Daenerys from Game of Thrones? What are you talking about?
Amelia Clarkson. That's the lady you're going with.
Yeah, she played Daenerys in Game of Thrones.
I don't think this is the
Make
right
sure it's the
woman.
right person.
I don't think it is, dude. She's not attractive. I don't find this woman attractive at all,
Amelia
dude.
Clark. Amelia Clark, not Clarkson.
Oh, dude, look at Clarkson.
This is terrible. Now, just like say like this woman is not.
I'm not saying. I know. I understand. Okay, yeah, yeah, she's pretty. The other one that
Amelia
you showed
Clarkson's
pretty too.
not ugly.
She just has the
She's
cheekbones, man.
she's
It's just
definitely unique
cheekbones.
looking, but
Yeah, very definitely unique looking. No, she's pretty as well. Um, Drake.
yeah, Amelia Clark. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah, she's
that's
she's
my
pretty.
girl. She's
All right,
very.
Drake. Uh, do you have definite people who would be on like it, say all is over with, you're just writing up, you're chalking it up the end of the world there, you want to take a few people out with you, um do you have a few set people on your hit list, like people who would immediately go on
Oh,
your hit
people
list
that
day
I'm gonna go
one?
out. Yeah, yeah, take
Day
out.
one.
Okay. No,
No, you'd have to question a few of
no.
them.
Yeah. Like I don't think I have people that I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna go to this place and take this dude out. I'm done with this guy. This guy's pissed me off. You know.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think I have anybody like that. Not that I can
Okay,
think of right now. Maybe give me a little bit. I could probably think of somebody that's really pissed me off a bunch and just really done me dirty. You
okay,
know.
okay, sounds
But
good. Well, if
I
you
think most of the people that's done me dirty, I kind of um just let go of it because it's not worth holding on to anything like that. You know.
okay, yeah, it is not healthy for that now.
And
Okay,
yeah. You know.
so okay, it makes sense, that makes sense. Now piggybacking off of your paranoia, that you always have, are you scared of staying home alone? Like, do you like get sometimes freaked out and feared at your own place by yourself?
No.
Okay.
No, not that I'm scared like being home alone or anything. It's just my like I'm not even like necessarily scared of people breaking in. It's just I'm paranoid of it happening because it can happen. You know, every fucking 15 seconds is a break-in in North America. You know,
Yeah.
that's a lot
Okay.
of chances that somebody's gonna come and break into my house, especially because again, I live in an apartment complex, so there's a bunch of people I don't know constantly coming through this area as well. So it really wouldn't be that difficult, especially being on the ground floor, for someone to come in and nobody know who that person was. Oh, I thought he was with you. I thought he was with you. Well, I thought he was with both of you, and now he's on the ground with a couple holes in his body. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Okay. Um, where was my other question here? Just looking for my. I had a question here. Mm-hmm.
somebody's blowing up my Discord right now. It's insane, guys. It's enough. 13 in this one and 5 in the other, dude.
What is the biggest lie you've ever told?
Biggest lie I've ever told.
You don't have to say who you told it to, but you can just say the lie itself.
Biggest lie that I've ever told. Um, um, it was biggest lie I ever told. Um, I think the biggest lie I've ever told was when I had no money and um I had no money and I needed money for something, and so I made up a lie that I did have money, but it's something's going on with it, blah blah blah, and it's stuck somewhere, and I needed to borrow some off somebody just to pay somebody something like that. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest
Oh,
with you.
okay. Yeah, interesting.
I think that's probably what it was. I don't know. I
Okay.
try to lying. The way I look at lying is it's an easy habit to form and incredibly hard to break once you start lying. You would start lying about little tiny things left and right that like literally don't have any merit to lie about at all.
Well, it's having like a credit card, you know?
Yeah, yeah. But like so like the way I look at it, I think it's easier for me just to tell you the truth because if I tell you the truth, because the way I am is I analyze or think about every possible aspect of something happening if I do something. So let's say if I lie to you and tell you like you wanted the fucking game on Saturday night, and I lie to you and say like, hey dude, I can't because I'm out with my parents, I'm busy, I can't get on, You're like, oh for sure, but then I get on and do something with like my buddy Nathan or whatever, on the off chance that you and Nathan do end up talking, or like maybe you all play together on Sunday night or something, and Nathan says something, oh Drake, remember like yesterday when you did this? Well, fuck, now Luke figured out that
Yeah.
I lied to
Yeah.
him, or
Yeah.
like not even that, like even it goes even so far as to like when I um like it goes deep. It goes deep to like what I think about how things could interact with each other and how one lie starts. And if I tell this person a lie, that means I also have to tell this person that same exact lie because the indication of those two people both talking and possibly having this come up in a conversation could merit itself, even though the chances are one in 10,000. It's still a possibility. So therefore, I need to perpetrate this lie out further, and then therefore, like okay, hang on now, so I need it keeps building on itself and it becomes so hard to maintain and so hard to actually do anything with that lie. And then now your whole life is just built on a foundation of lies, and eventually one's going to break and people are going to start noticing that you lie constantly and you're not going to be looked at as very um trustworthy, blah blah blah, so it's just easier for me just to tell you the truth, like hey, I don't want to do that tonight, dude, I'm good,
Yeah.
whether it makes you feel bad, it sucks, but like I'd rather it if you found out I lied to you, you'd feel a lot worse.
Yep. Yep. Alrighty. What's the funniest thing you've ever seen in anyone else's house? Like, what's something that you've seen in someone's house and you just lost it because it's
So
so
my
freaking
buddy,
funny?
so I was down in order to graduate high school. I needed 2 credits. I was down 2 credits in my see on my for my sophomore year, for my junior year. And they're like, "Oh, if you go in your senior year with these down 2 credits, you're not going to graduate." Oh no. Oh shit, I don't want to do that. Like, oh well, you can go to this continuation school. So I go to the continuation school for half a semester, or not half a for half a year. Um, Instantly get up like I fly above like 30 credits because there's no homework in that school. It's all done based on testing, and I fucking ace all my tests I ever take. I just didn't do homework. Um, so I do that, go there, meet a bunch of friends, meet a bunch of people there, become friends with them. Me, Bernardo, Edwin, and a couple other dudes. This guy got this chick pregnant there, and he invites us all to his house for a party because he's coming a dad. And so we all go there, and everybody starts treating his place. He gets super fucked up and passes out completely. Everybody just starts treating the place like shit, like trashing the place, and blah blah blah. So I'm sitting on the couch because I'm not trying to do any of that stuff to the guy. I don't want like bad karma or anything. And then all of a sudden, my buddy Bernardo comes downstairs, and he's like, "Listen up, you motherfuckers! The dildo Jedi just fucking walked in." And he pulls out this fucking 3 foot long double ended dildo, and he starts fucking ripping it around his body as he's coming downstairs. And boom, boom, boom. It says whapping dudes with the fucking dildo all over. Like people start running from him and shit. It was fucking hilarious. Everybody there deserved it pretty much, but dude, it was so funny. That was probably the funniest thing somebody's found in somebody's home.
That's
Pretty
pretty
fucked
cool,
up,
dude.
super embarrassing, like for the poor guy and his mom and dad. I don't know what was going on there with that, but it was something though, you know.
That's cool. That's pretty fucking funny.
It
All
was
right.
it was funny.
Stemming off of that, what is the worst thing you've experienced during sex? What's something that's just happened where you're just, man, I'm just not happy anymore? Like that's maybe you walked away, maybe you called it a night, maybe you just never talked to the person again.
Um, I don't know. Nothing really. I've been pretty vanilla with it, you know. Not
Okay.
really too adventurous to be honest with you. So,
Have you ever gone skinny dipping before?
yes,
Hmm. And like, what kind of body of water?
a pool.
Oh, so usually that means, ladies and gentlemen, that he wasn't alone.
It was a couple of us, and then um, in their parents' pool, and then we put dish soap in the pool and splashed around a bunch before we got in, so it was all super sudsy on the top, so you couldn't see anything below.
Okay. Who do you wish you had um a doll of, a pin doll, like with the?
Oh,
Who do you wish you could have one of?
a voodoo doll,
Yeah.
a voodoo doll. I don't know,
Anyone of your choosing.
Leonard Skinnerd. No, I don't know.
That's funny.
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you when Leonard Skinnerd song. To be, I don't know why it came up. Um, hmm, a voodoo doll. I don't know, dude.
Anyone in your life, anyone in the natural world.
Anyone in the natural world. See, it's mostly not like individual people that bother me. It's like agencies, groups of them is when it starts to get upset. Maybe people that cut you off and then drive slow in front of you. Maybe if I could just have a voodoo doll of all those people,
All of them. Okay.
all of them.
See, I
So
was gonna
when
go
they
with like
cut you off,
a, I was gonna
they're
go
like,
with, I was gonna go with a rich individual so I could threaten them to give me money and I just live off that.
yeah.
Like I give Elon Musk constant back pain and he's like, okay, for the back pain that I don't have, I'll give you like a 5 mil a month. Perfect. Sounds good. Like that's, you know what I mean?
Or he hired somebody for 50,000 to come break in your home and steal the voodoo doll.
Nope. Nope. That's not how it works because it can't leave me. I have magical powers where it can't leave me.
Well, then he pays somebody 100,000 to go and make you go time bye time. You moved.
Now, leading off this, who do you wish you could torture for the rest of your life?
Who do I wish I could torture for the rest of my life? I don't know.
Yeah.
Some scumbag that's done a bunch of bad shit.
What do you think
I don't really
is,
have like a person, you know.
yeah, what do you think is the most common law you break? The most common law you break?
I mean, technically, I guess speed limits because I go five over everywhere I go. So if technically five over is breaking the law, I'm breaking the law every single day.
No, no,
You know,
we'll say 10 or 15 over. That's the what?
that's
How often?
okay. How often? Oh, I don't really ever go 10 or 15 over because my car is quite noticeable, and I run the risk of having an officer notice my car.
Okay, all right, makes sense. So, what other laws do you think you break then?
Um, what law do I think I break? No seatbelt while driving.
Hmm, interesting. Cops, you know the do.
I know, right? Well, see, I'm not speeding, so they won't pull me over,
You get pulled over 6 times tomorrow.
right?
Hey,
How
bro,
many
you
fucking
took.
cops watch our podcast?
Yeah. All right,
I
Drake.
like it.
Drake, I have a really good question for you. This one's really cool, and I want you to think long and hard about this one. That's what she said. What right now do you think would be the soundtrack of your life? One song, soundtrack of your life from where you are right now, from where you were, obviously being born.
Soundtrack of my life. Um.
Don't play any that'll copyright us.
Yeah. I think Memory Reboot right now.
Okay.
Right now. Actually, no. You know what? No, let me look at my song real quick.
I'm just waiting for "We're No Strangers to Love."
Right?
God damn it! Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna hold you down and desert
Uh,
you. That stuff's free, ladies and gentlemen. That's free entertainment right there. Free entertainment while Drake searches for what he thinks his life should be in a tune. What do you guys think your life would be in a tune? For me, probably pretty close to "One Step Closer" from Linkin Park is probably my my track from here as a kid. "One Step
I'm gonna play you
Closer"
just a
would.
quick, because I guarantee nobody knows this song, so I'm gonna play you just a good old quickie here from it. Hopefully the AI doesn't catch this, but I don't know. It's probably not
It's
picking up
not
too well
coming through.
because
Okay.
yeah. It's called "Who We Want to Be" by Tom Day. I'd say
We
that
Want to
one
Be by
for
Tom Day. Go have a listen to it.
Yep.
So, because Drake's shitty microphone didn't register it, so go have a
Yep.
listen to it.
Well, my microphone
And
only wants to pick up words, and since there's no words in that fucking song, it didn't want to pick up too well.
Drake, have you ever cried at a movie?
Yes.
Okay, what movie?
Avengers Endgame. And
No spoilers, ladies and gentlemen.
Guardians of the
I still
Galaxy
haven't seen
3.
it.
And
I
Guardians
haven't
of the
seen that
Galaxy
either.
3.
Really?
Yep. And um uh Blade Runner 2049. Not really cry, but like a tear, Like a single tear came down.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Can you guess what mine would be?
Yours?
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Marmaduke and Me?
What?
What's that movie with wow.
Marley and
Wow.
Me.
Yeah, Marley and Me, yeah.
I've never seen it.
I've never watched it. I know for sure I would cry during that movie, so I never watched it.
Yeah,
Just like
I've never
when I
watched
read the
it.
book Where the Red Fern Grows, I cried during that.
Yeah.
I said like no thanks. I'm not ever watching any movie that's based on this.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
No. Anything where an animal dies, I'm just torn apart inside. I don't like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, Forrest Gump.
No.
He probably cried when he started running so fast that he ran out of his braces.
Nope. Nope. Wrong.
Fury.
Good guess, but no.
Um, hmm.
You were on the right track with one certain actor. You definitely were in the realm with a certain actor and certain movie time period
Fight
too.
Club.
No, but good guess.
Um,
Right around the same time as a certain movie came out, another one of his really good movies came out. Kind of stapled him, kind of ironed him out as being a premier actor in the acting industry. They galvanized. This was a galvanizing moment in this actor, galvanizing 5 years in this actor's career. 100%. Three of the best movies I've ever seen in that short span.
hmm. Uh, I don't know. I'm gonna say the actor. I think it is Brad Pitt. Right.
Wrong.
So it's not Brad Pitt.
Nope.
It's not obviously not Shia LaBeouf.
Nope. You're thinking wrong
Um,
movie now. You're stuck on that movie. It's a movie that you already said. It's one of those actors in that movie.
Edward Norton.
No.
I don't know who else was in Fury though. That's because I've never actually seen Fury.
But see, that's what I'm saying is it wasn't in Fury.
Oh, I don't
I'm saying
remember
it
who
was in
did
an.
that.
You mentioned a few other movies, and he's an actor in one of those other movies.
I mentioned Fight Club,
Yeah.
and I mentioned Owen Wilson.
No. Fuck no. He's all right, but fuck no. Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
wow.
What's the
Ben
other phrase?
Stiller.
No. Good one though. That's a good one. Ben Stiller's good.
I don't know. I give up. What actor are you talking about?
Tom Hanks. You
Oh,
said
Tom. Yes,
Forrest
I said
Gump,
Forrest Gump.
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Tom
Okay.
Hanks,
I said
dude.
Forrest
Dude.
Gumper. The
So.
Gumpinator.
Okay. Do you know the
Oh,
movie then? Do you know the movie?
Captain, my captain. Captain, my captain.
Oh
What
my
movie's that?
god. No.
What movie's that? I am
That's
the
with
captain now.
Robin
What movie's
Williams, you
that?
idiot.
No, not him. Oh, I am the captain now.
It's
What movie's
no,
that?
no, that's not. I didn't cry with that movie. It's a good movie. Captain
Yes, you
Phillips.
did. Yeah, you cried during
No,
that
that's a
one
good
for
movie. That's a
sure.
good movie though. Wrong one though,
Um.
and this is wrong time period for that movie again. Captain Phillips was a little bit later.
Oh, I know which one you fucking cried to. Wilson.
No,
Castaway. Castaway. You didn't
no,
cry to Castaway, dude.
no! You got it wrong again. You got the early movie and the late movie, and then you're missing the middle movie that just galvanized his career.
I don't know.
And I think it's his best acting performance besides Greyhound, which we get to watch. Do you give up?
Yeah.
The only movie I've ever cried in. You ready?
Yep.
Apollo 13. That movie is the one of the greatest movies I've ever seen with him, Kevin Bacon, and what's his name? Bill Paxton. Their performances in that movie, based on a real fucking thing that happened that like galvanized the United States and the world, that this whole situation happened, and they were able to bring. Dude, when that thing lands in the water at the end, I fucking dude, it just starts to flow. Like I can't even, because it's just like what a unique feat of ingenuity and overcoming for the human spirit for that to actually happen. You know, it was amazing. It was truly what they were able to
It's been a
do.
long time since I've seen that movie.
What a
I'll,
fucking good
I'll be
movie, dude.
honest with you too. I think a lot of people are gonna get blown away by this. I'm not the biggest Tom Hanks kind of guy. Not the biggest Tom Hanks fanboy. I think he's a good actor, but I think there's quite a few actors that let it better than him.
Not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen, that's one of those things where I do think less of Drake now. That's just kind of how that happens. We have those moments where we go up and down, and this just what we just dipped. There it is. Just shrunk a little. That's just like just a Rick and Morty quote there for you. There it is. Just shrunk a little. Drake, what is your most useless skill? What is something that you have that you can use that literally affects there's nothing good about it. It's just a stupid skill that you acquired that is there.
um, Stupid skill that I acquired that is there. I gained the ability to um oh, okay, I know what it is. I can eat any kind of food with any kind of food and not feel an upset stomach or any kind of repercussions for it.
Yeah,
So
that's
like I'll
that's
have a
pretty
bowl of ice
wild.
cream with orange juice and a roast
Oh,
beef sandwich with au jus and chocolate milk on top of that, and then maybe some
some
raspberry tea
Alfredo.
after that. You know, and then we'll slide in a maybe you know uh, Twix, and then wash it all down with some spearmint gum.
That's crazy.
You
Yeah, that's
know,
pretty wild. Yeah, that's I'm kind of the same way, but I do have to watch like some things can be pretty bad. All right, Drake. My next question for you: in the number of days from the beginning until your untimely end, how long are you lasting in the zombie apocalypse? I want to know days. I want to know numerical. And this is your generic Walking Dead zombies. These aren't.
three
You're thinking you're lasting 3 days.
thousand
Ooh,
days.
wow.
I don't know how many years that would be.
Let's
That'd
find
be
out.
what?
Let's do a quick search.
That's probably three for 3 years is about 1,000 days. So that's probably that's a little under 9 years. It should be Probably like what, seven and like 3/4 years.
You're pretty good. You're not too far off. In a calendar year, 3,000 days is 8.219178 days or
There we
years.
go.
Sorry,
Oh, yeah,
8.2.
there's another useless skill that I have. I'm very decent at guesstimating, getting very
Yeah.
close to an answer out of just not even doing any math. I didn't do any math there. I just said, okay, there's 300 in this, and it'd be 1,000. I guess I did a little bit of math, but
Can I tell you my
just
most useless skill?
shit out of it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It is the saddest thing ever, and I've always brought this up, dude. I don't know why this is gonna be so bad. I'm gonna sound such like a fat ass. For some reason, dude, I have the most useless skill where I could come down here and talk to you right now, and I'll put that microwave on 5 minutes. But in my mind, dude, I could sit here and chat with you, and without even looking at anything, without looking at my phone, without looking at whatever, I will naturally get up and usually be within 10 to 5 seconds of it finishing. I don't know why.
You smell the food.
No, like literally, I could be three. Fuck you. Such an asshole. Just sniffing out like a dog. Starts fucking. No, dude, I don't know what it is. I've always had that ever since I was a kid. I don't know. It just must be my fat ass nature, dude. But I will literally, I can go and do something. I can go out. I've gone out to the garage before with like a 2-minute microwave going on, and I'll be tinkering, and I'll walk back in the house, and it's at 5 seconds, and it's just it's so natural. I don't know why. It's how I operate, I guess. So it's very very interesting.
Okay, real quick though, what's an anti-skill that you have? Something that you do a lot that's just bad, that you're just bad at. So for me, if I don't look at where I set something down, I don't know where I set that thing down.
Yeah,
It's gone.
I lose.
Like, it's
Yeah,
gone.
I lose stuff pretty easy too.
If I take my cell phone and I just like get home and just toss it somewhere without looking, I don't know where it is.
I've spent a while searching for stuff. I really have.
That'd be mine. Would that be yours as well then?
My biggest anti-skill, dude, I don't know why, ladies and gentlemen, I don't fucking understand. I've never been able to grasp the concept, and it always messes up. My anti-skill is measuring things, dude. I feel like when I measure something, it is the perfect what it's supposed to be, and then it is the complete fucking... For me, dude, measurements just don't make sense. Like, measurements, I don't know what it is. I love having a tape measure. I can find most general measurements, but when it starts to get complicated with piecing those measurements together and doing all this stuff, dude, I'll do it and I'll think I just did an amazing job, and then I'll look and it'll literally be like literal miles away. Look at that fucking bicep, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. That's HD bicep right there. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I hope everyone who stayed till 1 minute and 3 seconds just enjoyed the porn, because that stuff, it usually isn't free. Drake does have an OnlyFans. But that right there was what you would call a preview. So yeah, my
I'm on OnlyDans.
OnlyDans.com.
Yep. That's called Power Thought, right?
That's Power Thought. Oh fuck. Can we just touch on, ladies and gentlemen? Like I said, we want to reiterate: Tyler is gone. Tyler is dead. Tyler, stop sending him cards and money and stuff. My boy upstairs, he's gone. But his ghost was hanging out with us last Friday when we were all hanging out together. And if you watch Drake's reaction when I say Rush Hour 3 is looking good, it gets him every time, dude. Really so we were hanging out with Tyler's ghost, watching some videos, and an Asian guy kicks a fan and it shatters. And my little brother, whose ghost is with us, just says stuff in the most subtle ways. I didn't even pick it up. He said it so quietly, but Drake heard it, and Drake's laughter got me, which then our laughter got Luke, which just erupted the entire room with laughter. Drake ended up spending about a good 20-30 minutes on his hands and knees just recovering from laughing so hard. It was one of the funniest things.
Rush Hour 3 is looking good.
Rush Hour 3 is looking good was one of the funniest things, and then I didn't even catch it the first time, and then the way that Drake laughed, and then Drake repeated it while laughing, and then Tyler repeated it, and then Tyler started snorting, and then we just lost it. It was
the ghost of Tyler was spitting up ectoplasm.
Ghost of Tyler was
it was crazy.
So that was really, really funny. Drake,
That was a plus 7 incident.
yeah, that was pretty good. Let me see if I can find.
Yes, I'm drinking milk, by the way. Oh,
Do.
also that snap I sent you where I said nothing like a good old cup of warm milk that from a
So
jug that was left
disgusting.
out all day. That was fake. It's obviously
Okay, dude. Yeah, that
from the
was rough.
fridge. I didn't.
Drake tends to like leave his gallons of milk on the floor next to his like recliner and stuff because he just likes to have cereal or he loves to have milk, so he'll have it ready there.
I'll be drinking
But
it for an hour. Like this gallon, we've been filming this entire time, and this is just right here. So I
yeah,
can refill
yeah.
my cup and keep drinking.
It's insane, dude. It is
That's how it goes
insane.
down.
Someone come hitch this man up so he can start to stop doing things like that because he's been living alone for too long with that kind of shit going on. Like, come on, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So someone get over
I got
here.
nobody to tell me no right now.
Someone come get your man's, please. Someone come get your man's because this guy over here is fucking. It's difficult. It's difficult to see. What soap do you dislike and why?
What soap do I dislike?
Yep.
Hell, skinny jeans. Make America. Yeah. That was a quote from a Jeep Pie. Shout out to Code Dakota Noel from a Jeep Pie. Watch that video; it's hilarious. The soap that I don't like is I can make oil. Like my skin makes oil pretty easily. So I'm not like really ever dry skinned or whatever, you know. But because of that, if I use like a soap that has an oil in it, it can like make my hair look like I have it greased up essentially. So any kind of soap that has, and then also bar soap. Bar soap sucks. You know how much shit is left over on your hands and your body from using bar soap?
Okay. Alrighty. Drake, I want to thank you once again for giving us some of those great answers. I hope you enjoyed some of those questions, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy getting to know Drake a little bit better. We will interview Luke just when he wants to stop. He is in a private dark retreat right now. He's doing a 48-hour dark sit. Usually he does this once or twice a month to do just a hard reset of his, kind of hitting the reset like you would on a PC. You know what I mean? So
he kind of shuts down for like a couple days and then reboots.
Yeah, he reboots. So he's off doing that. He's off doing that right now.
Where his organs like optimized for his body again. It takes a little
dude.
bit.
It's weird. It's weird. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Be sure to please leave a like, hit a comment. We are back. Like I said, Drake, I had let them know in that previous little update episode. We were all together last week. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a podcast together. It's just how the cards fall. We tried. It was just
planned one day to do it, and then Luke showed up here. We were gonna do it. Doc showed up here. It was perfect. The trifecta came along. Then we had a fourth person, like we said, the ghost of Tyler showed up, and we were like, okay, well, we can probably convince him to do a four-man banger. And then all of a sudden, another person showed up, and then another person on top of that showed up, and then like two other people showed up. So we're like, this is a little
bit too much, and we don't want to flood you guys with that because it would have just been a serious shit show. So. We are back now. I am back from vacation, which means we will be doing some more episodes along the way. Like I said, I enjoy hanging out with you all.
Goodness, gracious, dude. A little bit of Spanish for you.
Yep. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and we'll be back with some more silly and ridiculous stuff here pretty shortly. So until then, I hope you have all a good evening.
Ripping you, Robbie.
If Blue Skidoo, Drake can too.
Woo-woo.